Hello, 8th grade. Happy Monday. And as you've already seen on GradeLink, you know that this is no normal Monday. In fact, it's no ordinary day because not only is this the day 1 year ago to the date that Mr. Marsh graduated from college, which seems unreal, this is also a momentous day, a very important day in my life and in the lives of others because today is May the 4th, which means that today is Star Wars Day. So what started out as a simple pun, May the 4th be with you, turned into an official celebration of Star Wars with what it has done for the world, what it has added to the world of pop culture, what it has added to cinema history, and just the overall greatness that it is celebrated today. But today is a pretty special Star Wars Day because, as I've noted on GradeLink, the Clone Wars animated series comes to its official end today, which is a pretty big deal. I will be watching it later today with a friend of mine, and I know that there's going to be a lot of tears, and I'm completely okay with it just because I'm very excited about it, and that's going to be great. But also, today, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is also on Disney+, which means that the entire Star Wars canon, from Clone Wars to Rebels to the movies to Rogue One, it's all there. It's all there. And it makes me so happy. So happy. It's great. Anyway, it's all in one place. It's amazing. And that's a big deal for nerds like me. It's a really big deal. So anyway, but the point of all of that is, it's crazy that Star Wars has its own official day, its own holiday, if you will. And it's amazing that something like Star Wars is beloved enough throughout the world to have an official day that recognizes just it's what it is. There's not really even a word for it. So with that in mind, you have two options for today. Your first option is, if you're a Star Wars fan, explain what it means personally to you and why. So if this was me, I would say something to the degree of, well, Star Wars was really the first fictional world that I completely found myself drawn into and fascinated by, and I couldn't explain it. My earliest memories of Star Wars are like seeing it show up on TV and not knowing what it was, but knowing that, like, hey, this is pretty awesome. I want to know what else there is in this world. Like, what is this story? Where does it go from here? Like, what is this galaxy? Like, how does it work? Who are these characters? What do they mean? Like, I found myself so inexplicably drawn into it, and it was the first time I can ever remember doing that because I never had that experience with a book up until that point. I don't think I was quite old enough to have that experience yet, or to understand that I was finding myself lost in something, but Star Wars was the first thing that I found myself lost in, and that's always been really special to me. And being able to see 7, 8, and 9 in theaters and being able to see a Star Wars film in theaters is something that I never thought I would ever get to experience. Because to me, the series was over. It's episode 3. That was it. There was no more. And then Clone Wars came out, and I'm like, well, this is awesome. But yeah, I never thought that I'd have that experience. So it's been a really big deal and really important to me to experience that during my college years, and that was great. But anyway, so that's option one. So if you are a Star Wars fan, explain what it means to you personally and why. But number two, if you're not as passionate of a fan like Mr. Marsh is, I want you to pick another series or story that means a great deal personally to you. That can be a book, it can be a movie, it can be a TV show, it can be anything that is a story, whatever it may be, a fictional story. I want you to pick that and explain why you are so enamored by it, why you love it so much. What is it about it that draws you to it? What's the experience that you've had with it? Just tell me why it means such a great deal to you, and we'll go from there. All right. So you've got two options for today. Just tell me which option you're doing in your journal. Make sure you write those two paragraphs for me. And you guys know what I expect. So I'll just leave it at that and hope you guys have a great Star Wars day.